Former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords got to see for herself new background checks in action in Saratoga Springs. Lynn Falsetti tells us why Giffords and her husband want this to be an example for the rest of the nation.
Former Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords and her husband Mark Kelly took a tour Sunday at the Saratoga Springs Arms Fair, seeing changes made in New York State to close the gun show loophole. They wanted to witness firsthand Attorney General Schneiderman's model gun show procedures and make them a reality across the nation.
Making sure that guns do not leave this gun show in the wrong hands, and it's a simple procedure, and we saw it in effect today.
Now is the time to come together. Be responsible. Democrats, Republicans, everyone.
Right now at the federal level, there is no requirement for a background check at a gun sale, but New York is working to close that loophole with a number of restrictions. For example, operators must provide a computer system for sellers to do national background checks on buyers. Also, there's a limited number of exits so that no buyer can leave a gun show without proper documentation of a sale.
They tag all the guns coming in to identify who brings it in, owner, serial number, and if you buy that gun, you can't get out if you're not the guy who brought it in or the woman who brought it in without showing you had a background check.
But not everyone is on board with new regulations. Protesters lined the streets outside the gun show, protesting the SAFE Act. Organizers of the Grassroots Coalition say the state is imposing on Second Amendment rights, and the real solution lies elsewhere.
Criminals are going to acquire guns through illegal channels, the way criminals have always acquired guns. And also, the universal background check is a one-time check that happens on a buyer. We don't know what happens in that buyer's life from the point that they purchase the gun until the time that something might happen.
We need regulation because obviously without it, it's not working. People are dying.
The development of the model procedures grew out of an undercover investigation conducted by the Attorney General's office back in 2011 that uncovered the frequency of private sales without background checks. Right now, nearly 36 owners covering more than 80 gun shows in New York have now signed the protocols. In Saratoga Springs, Lynn Falsetti, CBS 6 News.